Did you know that taking a shower is one of the riskiest things a senior may do in their lifetime? It seems innocuous, even consoling. However, taking a shower at the wrong time over the age of 70 can subtly increase your chance of fainting, stroke, or even unexpected cardiac events. In this video, we're breaking down the most dangerous times for older adults to shower and explaining why certain parts of the day, often the ones you'd least expect, can quietly put your heart, brain, and balance at risk. Each of these 5 insights is grounded in medical research, real-life incidents, and patterns observed by geriatric specialists who've studied the subtle ways aging affects circulation, body temperature regulation, and neurological response. If you're someone who's had a few dizzy spells lately, or maybe you felt a bit off after a shower but couldn't explain why, this video may give you the answers you've been looking for. Stick around to the end because the last point is something very few people talk about, yet it could make all the difference in how you start or end your day safely. Let's dive in. The moment you wake up, your body is still in a transition phase. It's moving from a state of deep rest to full alertness. During this time, your blood pressure is adjusting, your heart rate is beginning to climb, and your circulation is slowly catching up after several hours of being still. For seniors, especially those over 70, this transition isn't always smooth. Stepping into a shower too early, especially within the first 15 to 30 minutes of waking, can send your body into a kind of shock it's not quite ready for. What causes this to occur? Because there is still some constriction in your blood vessels. You have a lower than normal core temperature. Additionally, your body is already exerting extra effort to keep you balanced when you rise up from a supine position. The heat, steam, and upright position of a shower, when combined, create the ideal environment for lightheadedness, fainting, or an abrupt drop in blood pressure. I once spoke with Jerry, 81, who had a habit of waking up at 6 a.m. and heading straight to the bathroom to shower before breakfast. One morning, without any warning or symptoms, he collapsed. He simply blacked out. It turned out his body couldn't handle the sudden physical demand. He'd gone from sleep to standing under hot water in under 10 minutes, and his blood pressure couldn't keep up. His doctor recommended a simple change. Wait at least 30 minutes after waking, drink a glass of water, maybe do a light stretch, and then take the shower. Since then, he hasn't had any more issues. Living in terror is not the point here. It has to do with knowing your physiology. It takes some time for your circulatory system to get used to it. If you give it that time, your heart, brain, and equilibrium will have a better chance of protecting you. Therefore, think about taking a break if your morning ritual involves getting out of bed and going straight to the shower. Give your body time to recuperate from the day. It might turn out to be one of your best decisions this year. There's something comforting about a warm shower at night. It relaxes your muscles, washes away the day, and seems to gently ease you into sleep. But if that water is too hot, and especially if you're over 70, it may be doing more harm than good. Hot water increases your core body temperature. It causes your blood vessels to widen and signals your heart to work just a little harder. For younger individuals, this usually isn't a problem. But for older adults, whose cardiovascular systems don't always respond as quickly or efficiently, that sudden heat can disrupt the body's internal rhythm. What's more, when your body gets too warm right before bed, it has to work harder to cool itself down. That cooling down process is essential not only for quality sleep, but also for maintaining stable blood pressure and heart rate during the night. In older individuals, the stress of thermoregulation, combined with age-related changes in heart function, can quietly increase the risk of nighttime cardiac events or sleep-related strokes. I remember Marilyn, 77, who used to take long, hot showers just before bedtime. They helped soothe her arthritis pain, but she often woke up feeling groggy, dizzy, or even anxious in the middle of the night. After speaking with her doctor, she began using slightly cooler water and moved her shower time to just after dinner. The results were remarkable. Her sleep improved, her blood pressure stabilized, and the nighttime disturbances stopped. You don't have to stop taking evening showers if you like them. Simply think about turning the water down to warm, not hot, and allow yourself to cool down for at least an hour before going to bed. And this one easy adjustment might be just what your body has been requesting if you've been waking up with morning disorientation, palpitations, or night sweats. After a meal, your body shifts its focus. Blood flow is directed toward the stomach and digestive organs to help break down food, absorb nutrients, and manage blood sugar. For younger people, this internal shift is seamless. But as we age, the body's ability to balance circulation, especially when faced with competing demands, becomes less efficient. This means that taking a shower shortly after eating can be risky, especially if the water is hot or you're standing for an extended time. You may be unknowingly pulling blood away from your digestive system while also challenging your heart and vascular system. The result? Dizziness, lightheadedness, a sudden drop in blood pressure, or worse, fainting or stroke-like symptoms caused by reduced blood flow to the brain. I met Walter, 75, who routinely ate breakfast, finished his coffee, and immediately showered. A few times he felt woozy while bathing, but he shrugged it off as a part of aging. It wasn't until he had a minor fall that his doctor explained what was really happening. His body was trying to digest while also responding to the demands of a hot, upright shower. Blood was being pulled in opposite directions. Since then, he waits 45 minutes after eating before showering, and he hasn't had another dizzy spell since. So if you've ever felt overheated, faint, or weak while showering after a meal, it might be your body's way of signaling for a better routine. Give it time to digest. Let your system settle. Then step into the shower when your circulation isn't already under strain. That small change could prevent a serious fall or an even more dangerous event. Showering during the hottest part of the day, particularly in houses with inadequate ventilation, is a silent danger that is frequently disregarded. By early afternoon, the temperature inside the house can climb quickly in many locations. When you enter a heated shower in a closed bathroom without a window or fan, you're surrounded by heat, steam, and high humidity, all of which hinder your body's ability to cool itself. For older adults, the body's ability to manage heat, called thermoregulation, is reduced. Sweating becomes less efficient. Blood vessels don't respond as quickly. And as the body struggles to stay cool, it diverts blood to the skin and extremities, sometimes at the expense of the brain and internal organs. This can lead to nausea, confusion, sharp drops in blood pressure, fainting, or even cardiac distress. Betty, 80, used to shower after lunch thinking it would help her cool off, but she always felt more drained than refreshed afterward. Her son installed a thermometer in the bathroom, and to their surprise, the room was already over 84 degrees before she even turned on the water. Now she showers earlier in the day, with a fan on and the door cracked open for airflow. The difference? She finishes her shower feeling clean and clear-headed, not dizzy or weak. If you're in the habit of midday showers, especially in a warm or stuffy home, consider your bathroom's ventilation. Use a fan. Open a window. Avoid overly warm water during these hours. Your body might not complain right away, but eventually it will react, and sometimes with dangerous consequences. Cold showers are often praised for their invigorating effects. But for seniors, especially those with heart or blood pressure issues, that jolt of cold water can be more than just unpleasant. It can be harmful. When cold water touches the skin, especially in the early morning when the body is still adjusting to being awake, it causes the blood vessels to constrict. This is the body's way of preserving heat. But for older adults, this sudden constriction can cause a sharp rise in blood pressure, strain on the heart, and reduced blood flow to the brain. That reduction in oxygen-rich blood, even if only for a few seconds, can lead to dizziness, fainting, or, in extreme cases, a cardiac event or mini-stroke. Bill, 73, had read about the supposed anti-aging benefits of cold showers and decided to give them a try. He never had an issue when he was younger, but now even a few seconds under cold water left him breathless and dizzy. One morning he collapsed in the shower. Paramedics later told him it was likely a blood pressure spike triggered by the cold combined with aging blood vessels. Thankfully he recovered, but now he sticks with a warm rinse, and he feels safer for it. If you enjoy cooler showers, ease into them gradually. Start with lukewarm water and adjust slowly, or save the cooler rinse for midday when your body's already warmed up and more alert. Your circulatory system has carried you through many years. There's no need to shock it first thing in the morning. As we age, it's not just what we do, But when we do it, that shapes our health. Something as simple as a shower, done at the wrong time, can quietly place strain on the body in ways most people never imagine. You've now learned 5 times when showering could affect your heart, brain, or balance. And none of these moments are about cleanliness. They're about awareness. So take a moment and ask yourself, when do I usually shower? Right after waking? After a meal? Late at night? During a warm, stuffy afternoon? The good news is that minor adjustments can have a big impact. Waiting half an hour after waking up, allowing your food to settle, ensuring that your shower is warm without being overly hot, preventing exposure to cold while your body isn't prepared, ensuring that your bathroom is not overheated and has adequate ventilation. These are not only pointers, these are small decisions that communicate to your body that you are paying attention. I wish to protect you, because after 70, every decision matters. And even quiet routines like showering can either support your health or work quietly against it. Thank you for spending time with us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing one thing you learned and how you plan to use it. Your thoughts mean a lot to us. Reading them gives us encouragement and helps guide future videos. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit. Your support allows us to continue making content that informs and inspires. We'll see you in the next video.